Hi there, this is your host Rinku Rana and welcome you to another episode of Simplifier, where we try to solve the complexities of work, life, and relationships. In today's episode, we will discuss the compulsive buying behavior of individuals and how it is impacting our lives. So, imagine a situation when you don't know why are you purchasing certain things, certain food you are consuming, you are just buying that thing. You don't have control on your urge for buying. You are continuously thinking about certain things you want to buy in the future. This is because of the complex environment persists around you. Think about a situation, your social media feed that is creating FOMO, a continuous advertisement you are bombarded with on a daily basis. Your friend is sharing a beautiful spots for the next holidays, or the products they have recently purchased, or the latest fashion they are carrying. These all are related to the compulsive decisions of yours, which can lead to the compulsive buying behavior of yours. There are many things which happens with the compulsive purchase. I, I mean, there are the things which you will do when you make a compulsive purchase. You may be thinking about the product and services too often and preoccupied with this. When you are thinking of preoccupation, your mind is continuously occupied with the thing which you want to purchase. You may search again and again, is that this product is good or bad. You are searching the YouTube, you are finding the ways how to purchase that thing, how to get a certain amount of discount, how to buy that thing in a lowest prices, while not thinking about is this product making any sense, making any value in my life. And another thing, whenever you see a product, certain food, you have an ability to control your urge to shop or eat. Whenever you go to any shop, any food cart or any shopping mall, you cannot control your urge. You want that thing, you certainly want to have that thing. This is the second thing which happens with the compulsive buyer. And the third thing which usually happens with the compulsive buyer is the guilt. After you purchase that thing or consume that eatable, you have a certain relief, but that relief is not persisted not too long. It will be followed by the guilt and shame or regret that will carry with you for some moment. In some cases, it will follow you for few weeks or 1 or 2 weeks. So these are the three things which the compulsive buyer, or the characteristics of the compulsive purchaser, you can say that. So what are the reason behind, the psychological reason behind this kind of behavior? The first thing which is very important to discuss here in the psychological reason behind this behavior is the stress. People often escape their life pressure with the purchase. This is the most important thing which people do, and in some cases the people used to eat more when they are under the stress. So this is the compulsive buying behavior. The second thing which after the stress, which is the loneliness. This world is getting lonelier place. Most of the communication and gathering are happening online, so this creates a certain void in the people's life, and to fill this void they are compelled the people to buy often, whether this product is consumable or not. People are often buying the things which they don't use just to fill the gap of loneliness in their lives. Sometimes the third thing which is very important for me after stress and loneliness is the self-esteem or ego of the people. Sometimes the people with this low self-esteem leads to the purchase that has no meaning in their lives. People make purchase to boost their egos, give themselves and identities. Buying a big house, car, or any other item which has no meaning in their lives are making life more miserable for the people who are purchasing that thing. So low self-esteem is the third thing which can lead to the compulsive buying behavior of the consumer. And the third thing, which is gratification. If your mind is conditioned to seek immediate gratification provided by the shopping, you continue to spend more and buy more. So these are the 3-4 things which are the psychological reasons behind the compulsive buying behavior of individual. So, what trigger those behaviors? What are the social triggers and what are the impacts? Let's discuss this further. People, which are often misled by the urgency of the advertisement, they are creating a space of buying now culture. People need to think that industries are here to sell only. It is you who has to decide if you buy that thing in your life, if that thing is creating value in your life. So the first trigger is the advertisement, the social trigger, which is the advertisement, which may be impacting the social compulsive buying behavior of the individual. And the other thing which comes under the social trigger is the peer pressure. As I mentioned earlier, if your friend is buying something and they are sharing that thing on the internet, on your social feed, you are seeing those feeds daily, and you see the people are moving, people are vacationing, people are buying certain houses. The peer pressure is another thing which shapes your purchase decisions. Your friend which is buying a big house and makes a compulsion. This makes a compulsion on you to look for another house that is bigger than your house you already have, or bigger than theirs. There are some kind of envy factor in this as well. So these are the social triggers, a part of a psychological factor that leads to the compulsive buying behavior of an individuals. But what is the impact of compulsive buying behavior? And tell you very frankly, the impacts are very big. But in this episode, we will only discuss the impact of compulsive buying behavior to the individual level, but not discussing the broader aspect. So at an individual level, compulsive buying behavior creates a loads on your finances. It creates a more stress causes by the debts or loans or credit card. You start to buy a thing, you have an urge to buy a thing, you take a loan, you put extra loads on the credit cards, and this will create you more stress, and this is the first impact of a compulsive buying behavior. And the second thing which leads to the depletion of your saving, and which may affect the financial stability of yours. After these two things, you may fall into the legal issues or bankruptcy. So these are the things which are directly related to the finances and its impact after your compulsive buying behavior. And the second thing, which is quite social, and it is the relationship, depleting of relationship and strain on the relationships. When you are sharing your income with your family, you are making funds less available to your dear ones. If you are allocating your funds on compulsive buying, this means that you are cutting the necessities of your families and your family needs, and this will definitely lead to strains in your relationships. I'm sorry. If you are a frequent buyer and your friends cannot match your style or habit, they will start to isolate you and distance from yourself. It is necessary to check this thing if this thing is happening in your life. So these are the impacts of compulsive buying behavior if you have. So this is the minimum episode. I'm sorry. This is the minimum episode of the compulsive buying behavior. For the maximum episode, you can switch on to the Patreon, where we will discuss the broader aspect of the compulsive buying behavior. We will discuss the household junk, we will discuss the common household junks and the environment impact of your compulsive buying behavior, clutter effect, why the clutter affecting your daily lives, how clutter is affecting your daily life. We will deep dive into the concept of Japanese culture and the concept of motonai, and how it is impacting the today's world, and how we can shape our purchases and how we shape our life by adopting that culture. There are the few other things here and there in that episode. So switch on to the Patreon to listen to more about this episode. For this episode, this is it. This is your host, and we will see you in a next episode. Till then, goodbye, sayonara.